Okay, Coach Cynthia here again with the lovely, amazing Katherine here. She's been a member here for how long?
Since August.
Okay, and you started with just PT, or did you jump into PT and nutrition right away together?
Both right away.
Okay, so she's one of our rock star members who is doing both personal training and nutrition. And recently, actually twice, I feel like you've upped your sessions.
So I started going twice a week to personal training, and then just recently up to 3 times a week.
Amazing. Yeah. So cool. So backing it up even more, talk to me about your decision to step foot in the gym and kind of like what was your catalyst in making this jump?
Okay, I'm going to try and not make it too dark for you.
It's okay.
My father passed away this summer. He was 91. Like, he had a really phenomenal life. And it just kind of, it brought our family back together in a way that we've been broken for a little while. And so it brought our family back together, and in a way that was like, gosh, like my dad did everything that he could to live to be 91.
Wow, yeah.
And like, I'm not putting in the efforts that he did. And he was type 2 diabetic for like 50 years, like managed his health really well. And so part of me is just like, I'm not putting in the effort that my dad put in, and like, I want to be here for my family going on. And then I own a coffee shop down the street, and Liz and Kyle have been coming into the shop quite a bit. And like this, it was the morning that I had this, like, I got to get back in the gym. Like, it was one particular morning, and then I'm at the shop, Kyle and Liz walk in, and I'm like, well, this is a sign, And then one of my baristas is calling out the names of one of our guests to pick up their drink, and the name was Destiny, so she's yelling out Destiny.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, okay, this is the 3rd sign today. And so I walked up to them right then and there, and I was like, hey y'all, can you help me?
Yeah.
And that I was in consultations that week.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Did you have any fears or worries about getting this journey, for lack of a better word, started?
For sure. Yeah, because the when you look at gyms and you look at strength gyms like this one, and just gyms in general, like you see the coaches, they're like super fit and they're like, they've got it together, The misconception, right? We all wish that. And so sure, there's fear of, the insecurities of, I'm not going to be at the level they want me to be at, or I'm not going to be able to get through a workout, or like just those insecurities of, this person's super fit, they're going to think I'm not worth it, So those insecurities are there.
And how has that kind of played out since being here?
This has been, like, not a paid advertisement, but the experience here has just been and really incredible. Everyone here, like, is so kind, and just like where you're at in your journey, like they're not pushing you to, be uncomfortable or be in pain. I remember I went to a doctor one time. He's like, I want you to work out so hard that you just feel like you're about to die. Oh. I was like, I don't want to feel that way.
Yeah.
Right. And so I felt like, well, if I'm not working out feeling like I'm about to die, then I'm not doing it right. And so what I've learned here is like, no, like, we're going to get you to a place where we like build you up slowly. And so I've never been like in pain or and the days that I do come in, I'm like, God, like, I'm really hurting. It's like, okay, like, great, let's identify those areas, let's stretch it out, let's work on mobility. And so it's been an environment that's allowed me to be like, wait, no, I need help with that. Or wait, no, I can go up in my weight. Or gosh, I really need to go down in my weight. So
that's great. I think that's definitely an environment that we strive to create here.
And you do, like, and I've been to other gyms, and I've, felt inadequate and talked down to at other places.
Yeah.
And this is just not one of them. Like, the coaches, every coach here is so encouraging and so nice. That like I recommend y'all to all my friends, and I've had several sign up, and so it's been really great.
Yeah. Talk to me about your experience specifically with the nutrition side of this.
Yeah. So that's like my biggest struggle.
Yes.
And a couple of things, like, Liz is fantastic, and just the way that she's encouraging, and like, she's like, girl, I eat cake too, you know? And so it's not restrictive, it's more just like awareness and, okay, what can you do better and what can this other decision can you make? The first day I came in for my consultation, she was like, what don't you want to give up? I was like, I don't want to give up alcohol. Like, I love my cocktails, I love my wine, I don't want to give that up. And 2 months later, I'm the one saying, you know, I really don't want to drink this week.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and so I'm hardly drinking alcohol now.
Wow.
Not because Liz told me not to. She was like, okay, great, we'll devise something that lets you keep that.
Yeah.
And so that's been a big thing of just, you know, I used to be in the mindset of if you fall, then you're done. You know, and it's the progress line that she keeps bringing you back to every week.
And I think what it sounds like is she's helped you, given you knowledge to empower you to make these decisions on your own.
For sure.
And it's something that, like, I feel like that's, especially when it comes to nutrition, it has to be that way to have anything sustainable.
Yeah.
And actually, like, lasting change.
Yeah. And on those weeks when I feel like, God, I really didn't do anything this week. She's like, okay, great. Tell me about the things you did do. She's like, you weren't doing those on day one.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I had breakfast every day this week and I drank a lot of water, but like, that's it. You know, she's like, well, you weren't doing that in the beginning. And so she's constantly bringing me back to just like the progress that it's hard for me to see in the moment, but stepping back, it's easy to see.
That's awesome. Yeah. Tell me about, it can be from your PT sessions or nutrition, but something that you are the most proud about accomplishing so far.
Oh gosh. I mean, a couple things. Oh, can I pick one from each?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, cool. The thing that I'm most proud of from nutritional counseling is just learning how to make better decisions of how I want to feel, right? And so just being more mindful of this is how that's going to affect me.
Yeah. I
think has been a really big game changer for me. Training, like, I'm constantly surprised at how strong I'm getting.
Yes.
You know, like, Kyle will show me a workout and I'm like, well, I'm not going to do it with that weight. He's like, oh yeah, you are. And then I do it and I'm like, oh, okay, that's feels good. Like, it feels not easy, but it's
surprise yourself.
I surprise myself with the strength training part of it, which is fun.
Yeah. Those are awesome. Yeah. Is there anything that you are looking forward to accomplishing in the next 3 months, 6 months, year?
Gosh,
however long.
Generally not a goal setter.
That's okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just looking forward to seeing the progress. It's so hard. You know, I've let myself not be in the best shape, and so it's hard for me to like see the progress, even though like we do the measurements and the progress is there. Like still, it's hard for me to see it.
Totally.
So I'm looking forward to the day when I like when I just have that realization of oh, you are completely different.
Right. Yeah. So. And I think like you're an example of being willing to be patient with the process too, because as much as everyone wishes they could come in here and see the exact results they want to see in a week or 6 weeks, that's just not the reality of this. Especially if you're wanting to do it in like a actually transformative way, lasting transformative way. So I have no doubt you will have that moment.
And I'm in my late 30s, so it's like even harder.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. And so like the consistency that you've shown, like there's no doubt in my mind that you will have that moment. And like, and we all as the team here have seen your progress, and that's why we have you in this seat right now to share that story with everyone else.
Well, thanks.
My last question is, if you could give either yourself or somebody else in your shoes before you started a piece of advice, what would it be?
Just trust the process and listen to your coaches. You know, I'm the queen of talking down to myself. And so Kyle and Liz are constantly there, and all the coaches here are constantly there to kind of bring me back to center and zoom out and see the full picture. So it's just trusting the process. And it's hard for me sometimes, you know, but I show up, and like that's my minimum, is just showing up.
That's it. That's all it takes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we are, as a team, we're so proud of you. I'm proud of you. I can't wait to see next August, a year from that start date, everything all the continued change and, you know, growth that you're going to go through. Okay. So thanks for taking the time to sit down.
Yeah.
You're awesome.
You're welcome.
And yeah, we'll see you soon.
Join this gym.
Yes!